Thank you for joining tonight's presentation of the Ripon Tiger Sports Network, brought to you by Schmidt Lumber, buy where the builders buy, Ace Hardware in Ripon and Wautoma, Silver Creek Dentistry and Orthodontics, Fortify Bank, Webster's Marketplace, Graphics Sign and Letter, Alliance Laundry Systems, Cliffs Tire and Battery, Lamers Bus Lines, Hillside Dental Associates, the Ripon Area School District, the Ripon Channel, and Hometown Broadcasting, your hometown station. Good evening and welcome to the Ripon Tiger Sports Network as we bring you another broadcast of Ripon Tiger basketball on the Ripon Channel and 93.1 and 1600, your hometown station. We're coming to you from the Tigers Den with tonight's broadcast. I'm Bruce Link alongside Mr. Martin Ernzer as the Lady Tigers host the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Lady Chargers in the Lady Tigers' second to the last regular season game. Ripon enters tonight's game with a 2-9 East Central Conference record and 6-12 overall. Ripon lost to Plymouth last week Friday, 51-46. Meanwhile, Kettle Moraine Lutheran is 9-3 in the conference and 13-7 overall, as the Chargers handed Winneconne a 58-49 loss last Friday night. In the first meeting at Kettle Moraine Lutheran nearly 1 month ago, the Chargers dominated Ripon 55-33. Marty,
good evening.
What's happening?
Well, first of all, for you viewers and listeners that are wondering why, when you introduce me, it's Mr. Martin Ernzer. Folks, Bruce Link, I'll just cut to the chase, owes me a huge amount of money. And so he's trying to just, do everything he possibly can to delay that inevitable payment. So that's what the respect is all about.
You're welcome.
Back to round ball. Yeah. Second place comes in tonight, as you indicated, with this ball club from Kettle Moraine Lutheran. And they do some things very well. They shoot the ball very well, both from the floor as well as from beyond the three-point line. And they rebound. Those are the things that stand out in my mind. And with Ripon, they haven't been shooting well, particularly of late, in their losing streak. And the one thing that stands out in my mind is they average about 20 rebounds a game, like Kettle Moraine Lutheran averages about 10 more than that. And that immediately, I thought back to, I believe it was January 12th, the last win recorded by Ripon in the non-conference action against former East Central Conference foe, the Comets of Wapaka. And Wapaka came in just out-rebounding everybody in their up to that point in the season. Well, Ripon did something I hadn't seen all year to get that win. They beat them at their own game. They out-rebounded them. And so I dare say that's the one statistic I'll be looking at tonight before this game gets underway in about 5 minutes. And that is, can they make this Kettle Moraine Lutheran good shooting squad, can they make them a one and done? Can they not limit the offensive rebounds by the visitors and make them work, box out and play good fundamental basketball that way? And I think that's going to be huge. Ripon isn't suddenly going to become a great shooting team tonight, but they can do things like out-rebound the opponent, hold their own in that category, and then when they try to feed the post, challenge the entry pass and play that tough matchup defense. I was so impressed when the last girls game that I had a chance to do in that win over Wapaka, how the underclassmen in particular, when you look at Miller and Bauman and Kowaleski, what they were able to do with their energy, their defense, and their rebounding. And of course, Miller also had a great night of scoring as well. But you never know that's going to come and when that's going to leave you. But you can do certain things consistently well. Vince Lombardi, Bruce, is credited for stating winning is contagious and so is losing. So I come in tonight's contest. Ripon started their season, the girls, at 0-4. Then in the next 7 games, they went 5-2. And then they lost a heartbreaker by a point to former East Central Conference foe at Omro.
Right.
And then since then, they haven't been able to get back in the win column. They've lost 6 straight. So confidence is a very tenuous thing. And I think if they could get a spark here and do something and do something like look at this game in maybe increments of 5 minutes and so forth, and play hard and play smart, Turnovers have also been an issue with this Tiger squad.
If they can come into this game with the attitude that they had going out of the game Friday night against Plymouth, they might have a fairly good chance in their shooting, where Ripon nailed 2 3-pointers right at the end of the game to pull back to within 5.
Yeah. You know, and metaphorically, this is your Tiger Den. You have to get it instilled in you that this is our house and we protect it with a vengeance. So you metaphorically throw the first punch. And what better way to do that? Come out and get in their grills. Let them know that if they want to walk out of here with a W, I'm talking about Kettle Moraine Lutheran, they're going to have to earn it, and they're going to have to work really hard. We're just not going to get a vacation, if you will.
Right. So they're getting ready to do the national anthem. So let's send it back to Jason Mansmith on Radio Road for a 2-minute break before tip-off at tonight's game on the Ripon Channel on 93.1 and 1600 WRPN, your hometown station. Welcome back to the Tigers Den. I'm Bruce Link alongside Mr. Martin Ernzer for the Ripon Tiger Sports Network on the Ripon Channel and 93.1 and 1600 WRPN, your hometown station. Ripon will be moving from left to right in the first half of the game. Right now doing introductions for Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Number 12, a 5'9 senior, Haley Ott. Number 15, a 5'9 senior, Elle Truckenbrod. Number 20, a 5'5 junior, Alexa Schwallenberg. Number 23, a 5'4 senior, Emma Thistle. And number 30, a 5'11 senior, Avery Knoll. And for your hometown Ripon Tigers, number 5, a junior, Selena Lopez. Number 10, a sophomore, Bella Miller. Number 13, a senior, Mackenzie Nodolf. Number 20, Allie Bradley, a sophomore. And number 24, a junior, Lucy Bettine. The Chargers are coached by Jason Walls, while Ripon is coached by Jesse Nodolf. Kettle Moraine Lutheran is dressed in their visiting green uniforms with white lettering and trim. Ripon dressed in their home whites with orange and black numbers and trim. Kettle Moraine Lutheran takes opening tip-off, and a shot put up and in off the board by number 12, Ailey Hott.
Yeah, and she got rewarded for trailing the play. It gave her teammate a chance to get her the ball.
So Ripon brings the ball down court. Bradley with the ball at the left wing. Cross court now to Lopez. She almost loses it, but pulls it back in. She'll get things reset for Ripon. Gives it to Bettine. Bettine puts it up off the glass for 2.
Lopez, great bounce pass, entry pass, good finish.
So Kettle Moraine Lutheran brings the ball up court. With the ball is Schwallenberg. Now they get the ball over in the corner to Haley Ott. She'll bring it out now to the top to Truckenbrod. Working the ball around the perimeter. Shoot it out to Knoll. Knoll puts it up for 2 from just inside the arc.
I mentioned in pregame, this team shoots very well. They got 3 girls that really shoot well from the floor.
Lopez Brings the ball up court, gets it over to Nodolf on the right side. Nodolf with the long one, misses the rim altogether, and then saved from going out of bounds by Bella Miller, but it's going to go out the other end side of the court. So turnover for Ripon. Nice save by Miller, but she kind of got it in the wrong direction. 42 KML ahead of Ripon by 2, 16-44. KML working the ball around the perimeter again. Thistle gets the ball over into the corner to Ott. Ott now over to Knoll in the far corner. Kicks it out to Treckenbrod. And they work the ball around the perimeter. Now into the near corner to Ott. She'll drive it into the lane. Put it up and it'll roll around the rim and drop for 2.
For KML.
Makes it 6-2. 16-18 here in the first half. Lopez puts up a off-balance shot, but gets it to go off the glass.
I guess.
Makes it 6-4, 16:05 remaining first half. Work the ball around, Thistle with the ball in the near corner.
Good defense by Lopez,
Kicks it
taking away
out to
baseline.
Now over to Ott. Ott back to Treckenbrod, now into the corner to Thistle. Knocked away by Lopez and going to be pulled in and saved from going out of bounds by Ripon. That was Nodolf. Get the ball up court. Lucy Bettine with the ball, puts it up and can't get it to go. So bringing the ball down court was Ott, and they tried to get it into Schwallenberg, and goes out of bounds off a Ripon player. At the baseline, inbounding the ball. Brings it out to Treckenbrod. She kicks it out to the top now to Knoll. Knoll over to the other side. Schwallenberg into the near corner to Treckenbrod. Back across court, driving into the lane, kicks out to Treckenbrod again. They're taking their time, looking for an open shot. Ott goes into the lane, dishes it off to Knoll, and Knoll puts it up off the glass for 2.
Nice job breaking the defense down with the dribble and then dishing off once the help defense rotated to the ball.
So Lopez brings the ball up court for the Tigers over to the right side, gets it to Miller. Miller puts it up off the rim, no good, pulled down by Kettle Moraine Lutheran. And they'll bring the ball up court all the way down to Ott. Ott gets it underneath to Schwallenberg, who's all alone, and puts it up off the glass.
Beautiful basketball. I see the one thing Ripon coaching staff has these Ripon girls doing. They're taking quick shots.
So Lopez with the ball over to Miller. Miller backs it in, puts it up off the glass, no good, and pulled down by Schwallenberg, brings it all the way down, kicks the ball out. Over to Knoll, now into the far corner to Treckenbrod, all alone. She puts up a three-pointer and pulled in by Nodolf.
I can see why this team only has 3 conference losses. Great ball rotation, found the open person. She just didn't connect on the shot.
So Nodolf puts up a three-pointer, and again, nothing but air there.
Yeah. Now, when you do that, you got to get back and really hustle on defense, make amends to that. That's like a turnover. You know, bad shots are like turnovers.
So Kettle Moraine Lutheran inbounds the ball, brings it up. With the ball is Thistle. Underneath to Strom rather. They get it back into Knoll now, and she puts it up, an underhanded shot, no good, and pulled in by Lucy Bettine.
Yeah, Ripon is giving away too many offensive rebounds, though. Keep that in mind as the game progresses.
Miller with the ball for the Tigers. Left side correction. Miller over to Nodolf. Or not Miller, it was Bradley. Nodolf finally hits the basket with a three-pointer.
Now they need to get another stop.
Makes it 10-7. Ripon down by 3 with 13-17 remaining here in the first half. Shot put up by Kettle Moraine Lutheran, again pulled down by Nodolf.
Good defense by Miller, who took away the lane, forced a bad jump shot.
So Lopez with the ball. Works it over to the right side, kicks it out to Bradley. Bradley with a three-pointer, no good. Pulled down by Miller. Back to Bradley, she'll try it again. No good off the back of the rim, this time pulled in by Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
Yeah, she had a good look too, just off the heel.
We got a whistle.
They're gonna count that, wow. The continuation.
Gonna count the foul and the basket. Foul goes against Ripon Lopez, and going to the line to get a +1 will be Emma Thistle for the Chargers.
Bauman comes in for Miller for the Tigers. It's 12-7. Just under 13 minutes remaining in the first half here in the Tiger Den.
Thistle makes her shot. That makes it 13-7, Ripon down by 6 now.
Seeing that pressure for the first time. It was hit, so it's not over and back. Find a teammate.
So Nodolf shoots it over to Bettine, puts it up off the glass, no good. Pulled down by Knoll for the Chargers.
Bettine needs to go into her shot. She retreats out of her shot.
Thistle gets it to Knoll. She'll take it into the lane, put it up, no good off the rim, and again pulled down by Nodolf.
Good example of a one and done by Ripon. See if they can take advantage.
Lopez with the ball at the top. Into the ball game is Carson Bauman for Ripon. Lopez puts up another shot. That around the rim, no good, but rebounded by Bauman.
Well, right away, Bauman paying dividends, getting into the game. She's in the right spot at the right time, which is the weak side of where the ball comes from. Statistically, supposedly, Bruce, I was told that most rebounds, if the ball doesn't go in, will come out the backside from where the ball came from.
Bauman's first shot up, no good.
Don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds good.
At Silver Creek Dentistry and Orthodontics, you can always trust us when it comes to your smile. Full dental service with best technology available for your strong, beautiful, and healthy smile. That's Silver Creek Dental and Associates.
And that free throw was good. 13-8 with exactly 12 minutes remaining in the first half. Ripon trailing by 5.
So Treckenbrod shoots the ball over to Schroeder, who's in the game for the Chargers now.
Look at the ball movement by this visiting team.
Excellent ball movement. Now Ripon will get it back as it goes off the Charger player.
Should have been a bounce pass. As soon as you compliment them, they ruin it. I'll have to do that more often.
As Jason says, that's called the broadcaster's jinx.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nodolf with the ball, shoots it over to the near side to Bauman, out to the top to Bradley. Now over to Cassidy Motter, who's in the game for the Tigers. Over in the far corner now to Bauman. Bauman will bring the ball out to the top.
Boy.
Gets it out to Bradley, now to Bettine, back to Bauman. Over in the far side, out to the top now to Nodolf. She gets it to Bettine. Bettine dribbles the baseline, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Bauman and put back for the points.
Yeah, she deserves more floor time, Bauman.
So makes it 13-10, Ripon down by 3 with just over 11 minutes remaining here in the first half. Shot put up now by Kudek. Rebounded out by the Chargers. Get it over in the near corner to Schroeder. Schroeder goes across the baseline.
Yeah, great defense by Bettine.
Shoots it out to Schwallenberg, and Schwallenberg puts it up for 2.
Ripon just a little tentative on defense. They start to do the right thing, like get a steal, get a stop, and then they back off of it tentatively.
15-10, Ripon down by 5 with 10.5 remaining. Nodolf with the ball at the top of the key, over to Motter. Now to Bradley on the far side. They get it to Bettine. Bettine now to Bradley.
Cut.
And she can't get it to go, and rebounded by the the Chargers.
What a great play. Talk about moving without the ball, Bradley.
Kick the ball out to Schroeder. She'll put up a three-pointer, no good, and that's going to be rebounded by Bauman for the Tigers.
Who else? The freshman. Upperclassmen, take a note.
Nodolf with the ball at the left wing. Cross court now to Bradley. Over to Bettine in the corner. Underneath to Nodolf, and Nodolf lays it off the glass for 2.
Up a Bettine on the baseline. Nice job by Nodolf to come from the weak side block. I tell you, Ripon might have something going right now, Bruce.
Ripon pulls back to within 3 with 9:39 remaining. Treckenbrod with the ball. She hands it off to, that was Lexi Kudek, and she put it up and in for 2.
Kudek, number 11, for 2.
That'll make it 17-12. Ripon back down by 5, 9:22 remaining. Nodolf with the ball, kicks it over to Bradley. Now over to the far corner to Bettine, and knocked out of her hand by Ott. So Ripon will maintain possession of the ball. Coming into the game for Ripon now is Avery Downs, Malia Kowaleski, along with Selena Lopez. Lopez will do the inbounding duties for Ripon at the baseline.
Drive the roads on the
17-12.
lane with confidence all season long. Get ready for your next road trip adventure with Goodyear Tires and Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street, Ripon.
Lopez makes the inbounds. Now Motter with the ball at the top. Gives it to Downs, back to Motter. Motter will try driving, but loses the ball and knocked out of bounds by KML. So again, Lopez will inbound the ball at the baseline for the Tigers. Ripon still down by 5, 17-12.
There it is.
Inbound to Downs. She kicks it out to Motter. Motter again loses the handle on the ball as she's trying to drive in with it. Shot put up.
Wow. What a teardrop runner that was.
By Truckenbrod, and that goes in for 2.
Beautiful shot.
So Lopez brings the ball up court, gives it to Bauman on the far side. Drives the lane, little jump shot off the front of the rim and pulled down by the Chargers. All the way down court now to Thistle. Thistle kicks it into the lane.
Good job by Ripon taking that away.
Truckenbrod puts up a three-pointer, no good. Pulled in by Lopez for the Tigers, and they'll bring it up court. Kicks it out to Kowalewski on the left wing. Now to the top to Motter. Motter over to Downs.
You want to move this ball.
Now they should be moving a little bit quicker. Motter with the ball in the left corner. She'll bring it back out to the top and try to get things reset. Over to Lopez now. Lopez drives into the lane, tries to put it up, and she's going to be fouled.
I like that call. I got this thing going where, where defenders, they put their arms straight up in the air and then they use the hip check move. I'm glad to see that. A lot of times that does not get called.
Lopez makes her first shot. As a locally owned and operated business since 1987, Webster's Marketplace is proud to support high school sports and our Ripon Tigers. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Lopez sets for her second shot. That's good.
Solid. Back to that 5-point differential under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Ripon trailing.
19-14. Bringing the ball up is Schwallenberg. She kicks it out.
Boy.
Long shot put up and pulled down by Kowalewski for the Tigers.
She's 0 for 3 from that corner, but she's getting wonderful looks.
Lopez gets it into Miller. Miller over to Downs, and now back out to Bauman. Bauman tries to get it into Miller, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be KML ball off of Ripon in the backcourt.
Yeah, what had to happen there, Carson Bauman needed to dribble over more to the sideline to make that pass to the wing.
So with the ball is Schwallenberg. She kicks it out to Truckenbrod. Dribbles it in, now kicks it out to the Peas. Truckenbrod back to Schwallenberg. She drives the lane, kicks it back out.
Look at that.
Now to the top to Truckenbrod. They get the ball over to the other side to Sterenberg. Now into the near corner to Schwallenberg. KML loses the ball, and it's going to be pulled in by Bauman. Then she gets called for traveling. So back-to-back turnovers. And KML will inbound the ball. Alexis Schwallenberg will inbound the ball at their own baseline.
Point guard, as soon as you get a turnover like that, point guard, go right up and take the ball from your teammate.
6:48 remaining in the first half, 19-14. Ripon down by 5. As Ott with the ball at the top. She'll drive the right side of the lane, put it up off the glass, and rebounded by Miller.
Another one and done. Ripon has to take advantage of this shooting slump and score.
And Lopez goes down and gets it too hard off the glass, and it's going to be pulled down and now kicked out to another KML player. Stole it away now by Lopez.
Good job on the theft.
So with the ball over in the far corner is Bauman. She'll kick it across court, and too hard and too high, and Lopez can't get at it.
33, Nadia Schreiner comes in for the Chargers.
So ball going to go back to the Chargers. 6:11 remaining, 19-14 here in the first half.
Unforced turnover.
Ripon down by 5. Coming back into the game is Lexi Kudik, and also coming in for Ripon, Downs returning. along with Allie Bradley. Lopez and Bauman have seats for the Tigers. So kick the ball over now to Schroeder in the far side, and they're going to lose control of the ball as it's going to go out of bounds.
I'm telling you, this team only has 3 losses in conference. Ripon only has 2 wins in conference.
Right.
And they are giving Ripon an opportunity to tie this game.
Oh, and they've had several opportunities.
They're opening the door.
Ripon
opening
just
the door.
has not capitalized. So Downs with the ball, tries to get it into Kowaleski, but she's going to be fouled, pushed from the back.
Kowaleski doing a good job of using her backyard to seal off the defender.
Foul's going to go against Haley Ott. 3rd team foul for the Chargers. Downs inbounds the ball. Kicks it out to the top to Nodolf. Nodolf tries to get it back to Downs, and it's going to sail out of bounds off KML.
Not a good pass. Ripon got a break there. 2 defenders actually ran into one another going for the steal.
Downs was sandwiched back there, so
it was never there.
Definitely not a good pass.
The smart pass was to the wing on the left and let her make the feed.
So again, Downs to inbound. She gets it out to Bradley in the corner. Now to Nodolf at the left wing. Over to Downs at the top. She'll kick it over to Miller on the right side. Miller to Kowaleski, and we're going to have a whistle and a jump ball. Well, one official called a jump ball, and the other one called a traveling call. So it's going to be traveling.
It was a travel. Good call.
So turnover Ripon. 19-14, 5:30 remaining in the first half as KML brings the ball up court. Kudek with the ball, puts a shot up, no good, and pulled in by Downs under the basket. So Ripon will bring the ball up court. Nodolf with the ball, brings it over the timeline.
She got picked.
And she got picked, and bringing it up court is somebody I have no idea because she's not on the roster. Made a basket. Number 25, whoever that mystery player is. So Ripon with the ball. And again, Ripon loses it on a pick. Shot put up, and that's going to fall, and we're going, no, it's not going to count as it's charging foul being called. That's going to go against Lexi Kudek.
Ripon has to value possessions. They can't throw it away, unforced turnovers, and act like no big deal. But that's the body language I see.
So 21-14. KML ahead now by 7.
Yeah.
4:50 remaining. Ripon has had plenty of opportunities.
Well, they're their own worst enemy right now with the unforced turnovers in the half-court offense.
Bradley brings it up, gives it to Nodolf at the top. Now over to, on the far side, to Miller.
There you go.
Kicks it into Lucy Bettine. Bettine off the glass and good for 2 from the free throw line.
4th time's the charm.
Gives her 4 points on the night, makes it 21-15, or 16 rather. Now a shot put up by KML, no good, and rebounded by Bauman.
Nice box out by number 10. I think that is Isabella Miller on the shooter.
Kick the ball over to Nodolf at the right wing. Now into the corner to Bettine. She tries to get it into Miller too high, and it's going to go through her hand and into the hands of KML.
The point is she's double teamed. You don't want to give it to her anyway. Just get the ball back on top.
Working the ball around, now driving into the lane is Siegel. They kick the ball out to Kudek, and she puts up a 3-pointer and makes it.
What a difference. You turn it over, and then they go down and make a 3.
So we're going to have a Ripon timeout. 3:47 remaining here in the first half. Ripon down by 8, 24-16.
Drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and bonus up to $1,500. Apply in person or at golamers.com/careers. That's Lamers Bus.
Hillside Dental and Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry. That's Hillside Dental in Ripon.
Sometimes it's hard to watch. I'll be brutally honest, because what I'm witnessing is self-inflicted wounds of just being lackadaisical with the ball, and then the judgment and execution of an entry pass.
Very much so.
Right there.
Yeah, pass
the
was
pass-
over to a Ripon player, and it went right between her legs.
Well, it's at her feet, and it goes between her legs, and there's nobody even defending you on that play.
So KML brings the ball up court. They're working it around. Good ball movement by this KML team.
Yeah, I love it. It's
Hit
good
the ball into the
basketball.
lane, but she lost the handle, and it's going to be Ripon ball as it goes out of bounds.
Good basketball is fun to watch, and they're well coached. They're very sound. Their offensive spacing is good, and then the way they move the ball, they get the defense out of position, and then they attack.
Nodolf brings the ball up for Ripon over to the far side to Bradley. She gets it into Nodolf going down the right side of the lane. They kick it back out.
Good ball movement
Working
here.
the ball around. Absolutely good ball movement out to Miller. Miller, somebody right in her face. She gets it to Bettine. Bettine now out to Nodolf. Back out to the top to Bauman. Bauman to Bradley. Bradley puts up a three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bettine. She puts it back for two.
Let's give it up for Stretch Bettine on that. Nice offensive rebound. Gets it to they're down 6.
2:45 remaining, and ball put up by KML, and Bettine rebounds the ball.
Isn't that nice? You score the offensive rebound on one end and go down and get the defensive rebound on the other end.
Bradley with the ball, kicks it out to Miller now at the top. She gives it to Bettine. Back to Miller, driving the lane, puts it up for two.
Beautiful give and go. Sophomore back to the freshman.
Makes it a 4-point game. Ripon down by 4 with 2:21 remaining, and we've got the ball going out of bounds off a Ripon player.
That's wonderful basketball by the Tigers in their last 2 offensive possessions. Hard to believe it's the same team I'm looking at in one possession versus the next.
Yeah, exactly.
The important thing is they're down just by 4 with 2:20 remaining in the first half.
KML with the ball.
Got away with a walk,
we
you
got
bet.
a traveling call against KML, and that's going to be turnover number 7.
And she didn't get away with it, but it was just a delayed whistle.
Yes. So
sometimes the favored team comes in on the road. They're not, they're looking at the standings and the scores, and they know.
Lopez re-enters the game for Bradley.
Yeah, they beat them by 22 to start the season, and maybe that works in Ripon's favor.
Bauman with the ball. She gets it to Lopez.
Nice
Lopez kicks it
save.
out to Nodolf.
Good save by Nodolf.
Over to Bauman. Now gets it to Lopez. Lopez across the lane. Can't get it to go. Knocked around and pulled down by Bauman. She puts it up for 2.
I love the way that freshman sticks her nose in there. She doesn't play like a freshman.
She's not afraid to get in there. Truckenbrod with the ball. Kicks it over to Schwallenberg. Now working the ball around the perimeter. Good ball movement again. Back to Schwallenberg in the corner.
Yeah,
she gets it to Ott, and we're going to have a foul call on Lucy Bettine.
Yeah, I mean, Ripon, a good recovery by Ripon. First of all, they were getting beat. They got good help on defense, and then they went back and found their person, and were in good defensive position, and then a silly reach.
Ripon down by only 2, 24-22 with 1:25 remaining. Schwallenberg drives the baseline, kicks the ball across court. Ott with the ball, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on Ripon.
Okay, they're calling reaches. Lopez.
That's going to go against Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez and Bettine now figured out, okay, they're going to call the reaches. They're going to reward good defense with your feet, and they're going to call the reaches. So adapt to what's being called there.
Cassidy Motter back into the game now for Lopez. 1:20 remaining, Ripon down by 2. Kick the ball out from the sideline to Truckenbrod. Now work it quickly around the perimeter. Ott with the ball in the corner. She'll throw it out to Schwallenberg. Schwallenberg drives the left side of the lane, kicks it over. They get it back out to Ott at the top, puts up a 3, no good, and pulled down by Bauman.
Story of the first half, the threes are not falling for the visitors.
Nodolf brings the ball up, gets it to Miller. Miller at the left wing. Now kicks it out to Bauman at the top. Over to Nodolf. Back to Miller. Miller will throw it out to Bauman at the top. Over to Nodolf. Nodolf, too much on the ball and pulled down by Pullman for the Chargers.
Half a minute left till half.
Schwallenberg with the ball, kicks it out to Truckenbrod. Back to Schwallenberg. Drives the baseline. Easy. And Pullman travels with the ball for the Chargers.
Nodolf is given the last 3 offensive possessions by Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Nodolf is given baseline. I don't think that's what they normally do, but I'm not there what's being coached. But it sets up the defense.
15 seconds remaining. Ripon down by 2 as Ripon with the ball. Bauman drives, puts it up off the glass for 2 and ties this game up.
Should have been in 1 on the push from behind.
So Schwallenberg brings the ball down, kicks it out to Ott. Ott puts up a long three-pointer, no good at the buzzer, and we're going to go into the locker room 24-24 at halftime.
Those last 3 minutes of the second half, Ripon looked pretty darn good on the half-court offense and did the one and done defensively with regards to rebounding.
At the end of the first half of play, Ripon and KML tied here at 24-24. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the halftime report with scoring updates and analysis and an interview with Coach Brooks. So you're tuned to the Ripon channel and 93.1 and 1600 WRPN, your hometown station.
It's halftime at the Tiger Den, where the second place Chargers from Kettle Moraine Lutheran have come into the Tiger Den, and Ripon, in the last 4 minutes of the first half, came back and found themselves in the half-court offense, did some good one and done on the defensive end, and they came back from 8 down and have tied this contest at 24 all. And guess what? Viewers and listeners on 93.1 FM and AM 1600, and those that are watching live streaming, head coach of the Ripon Boys Tigers program, Mr. Steve Brooks, is joining us. Hi, Coach.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. And I want to thank you for taking the time out to join us up here and give some updates and some thoughts about your program and where you guys are headed right now. And as you are starting to come down at the end of your regular season, you will have some home cooking coming up real soon meaning like tomorrow night.
Yep, we've got Plymouth coming to town tomorrow and then Campbellsport on Friday.
Yeah, I'll be doing that Campbellsport game. The Hanson brothers, as I refer to them from the movie Slapshot, will be doing that game with Plymouth tomorrow evening. Talk to us. First of all, you came in a really good position in conference, and then you stubbed your toe with a good Waupun feisty team, back-to-back losses there. And then conference-wise, you were able to right the ship with a win over Kewaskum. Talk to me about the team right now and where you're headed and what you want to try to accomplish as you come in towards the end of the season?
Yeah, we've been playing some pretty good ball, and unfortunately ran into a little bit of a dry spell with Mayville and Waupun back-to-back.
Yeah.
Got back on track against Kewaskum. I was happy with especially our second half performance the other night. Then went to Lemira and once again kind of went the other direction. So, the up and down is what's hurting us right now on both ends of the court. And, our best conference team in Plymouth, the conference leaders, coming tomorrow night, so we're going to have to be ready to go.
Yeah. When you guys what's the barometer for your ball club, coach? When you guys are playing good round ball, what is it you're doing that when you're not playing good isn't happening?
Well, I think that we need to spread the floor and share the ball. So when the ball moves, we play better. When we play better defense, we're a better offensive team. And in the losses that we've had this year, we haven't played very good defense, if any defense at all. So those two things go hand in hand for us. And, we've got a really big test in front of us tomorrow night.
Right, and you're going to come. We had the chance you shared. You always take the time out to speak with me during the girls' JV game. That you're going to play. You're going to come out. You're going to play your man on them, and they got a tall drink of water that takes up the middle defensively, and you're going to go man to man, toe to toe. You're going to defend this big logo out here in the Tiger Den.
It's as a coach, you try to find things that your team will rally around.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, as I told you before, they haven't rallied. So. Leaves me no choice but to do what I know. So we're gonna coach them the way that we know and coach them the way that they can play, and hopefully they respond.
Right. So bottom line is you haven't been able to be as consistent as you'd like to be, and I got to believe most coaches would probably tell you that, regardless of what level you're playing at. So if you can get head on and you get Plymouth #1 team tomorrow night, and then I'll be doing that Campbellsport game. You guys haven't seen them, it seems like, since I had a full head of hair. And then you'll finish up at home next week also with a very credible Kettle Moraine Lutheran boys team as well.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have the home games, 3 out of the last 4 at home.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be, 3 games in a row that are going to be very difficult opponents to come away with a win for. So we're going to have to play well on both ends and, compete. And that's the bottom line, is we need to bring the effort consistently, and that's been something that's lacking lately.
Okay. Well, you and I will be talking again this Thursday night when the girls are playing at home again, and we'll be able to talk about, hopefully, some really fantastic news about those Panthers from Plymouth. I want to thank you for your time, and best of luck to you tomorrow night, Coach.
All right. Thanks for having me on, Marty.
Take care, bro.
All right, bro.
And you are listening on 93.1 FM, AM 1600. We are live streaming, and the Ripon Channel 986. So there's a lot going on right now, folks. We're going to be back with statistics from Bruce Link and then the beginning of the second half shortly.
Welcome back to the Tigers Den. I'm Bruce Link alongside Mr. Martin Ernzer for the Ripon Tiger Sports Network on the Ripon Channel and 93.1 and 1600 WRPN, your hometown station. Halftime report of tonight's Ripon High School girls basketball game. After the first half of play, Ripon and KML tied at 24-24. We'll look at the Ripon scoring, and Ripon, Selena Lopez with 4 points. 2 points for Bella Miller, 5 points for Mackenzie Nodolf, 6 points tonight for Lucy Bettine, and 7 points coming off the bench tonight for Carson Bauman. So, Marty, what does Ripon need to do here to keep up with KML here in the second half?
stop shooting yourselves in the foot with the unforced turnovers. Most of their turnovers, I dare say, if I was doing splicing and editing a low light film right now of the first half of those turnovers, were self-inflicted. They had nothing to do with defensive pressure. And then they go down because they're a smart, very, very capable team of going down the other end and make you pay for that mistake. So if they can stop hurting themselves and continue to play with a high energy on defense, and like I said, they did a much better job in the second half of the first half about letting them get one shot and then you get the board, not giving them multiple offensive opportunities. And then offensively, what great work around the basket. A lot of give and goes, a lot of making the extra pass when you had a shot. You pass the ball up for a better shot. So I saw some encouraging stuff, and I got to believe the Tiger girls are playing off of that too, Bruce.
They can do it. They have the capability. We've seen it. It's just a matter of putting it all together. So Ripon will have the ball coming into the starting off the second half. Lopez will inbound the ball to Nodolf in the forecourt. Ripon moving from left to right now in the second half of the game.
Strong with the ball.
Bradley with the ball. She'll go into the right side, put it up, no good. Rebound is going to be pulled in by Knoll.
Good shot by Bradley.
All the way down court. They get it around, and Ott will put it in for two to take the lead to 26-24.
That hurts you right there to think that there was no white jerseys on that fast break after the missed basket.
Bella Miller with a little jumper, no good, and
Here we
again
go.
pulled down by
Look at them.
the Chargers.
That's a better job by the Tigers getting back on defense.
Truckenbrod with the ball. She kicks it over to the far corner now to Ott.
Good
Ott
job.
kicks it back out to Truckenbrod.
Miller takes away baseline.
Working the ball around. They get it underneath, and we're going to have a foul called against Selena Lopez, and that's going to be number 3 on her.
That's her MO all season long, where she makes it easy for the refs to blow the whistle when she commits defensively.
I would imagine we'll see Coach take her out here soon. Truckenbrod takes the inbounds. Now to Ott under the basket. She'll put it up and comes off the rim, and Lopez pulls in the rebound.
Good help by Miller. I just can't say enough on that inbounds. It was going to be an uncontested layup because Lopez got caught up in the backwash, and Miller does a great job.
Miller with the ball, puts it up, no good. It kind of got knocked out of her hand, too, the way it looked.
That was a tough shot.
So rebound by KML. They bring the ball up court quickly. Ott over in the corner to Truckenbrod. She gets it underneath to Knoll. Knoll kicks it back out to Thistle. Thistle puts up a three-pointer, no good. And rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball called, and it's going to go. Arrow will stay with the Chargers.
Swing that, pivot under pressure, swing that ball through. That Noldorf came down with the ball and then got tied up.
Ripon down by 2, 26-24 with 16:36 remaining in the game.
There you go.
And Lopez steals the ball on the inbounds. She'll bring it up court for the Tigers. Over to Bradley, now on the near side to Nodolf. Nodolf over in the near corner to Lopez. Going to take a little bit more time, not going to rush things. They get it to Miller at the top.
Good screen by Bettine.
Bettine now out to Bradley. Bradley with the 3, no good, and pulled in by Bettine. Bettine gets it to Miller. Miller wants to put it up, but nowhere to go with it. She gets it out to Lopez. We're going to have a whistle and a foul.
Nice job. Lopez doing a good job of putting pressure on the defense with that.
So Lopez
dribble.
will inbound the ball. Foul called on Schwallenberg for the Chargers. Inbounds it to Bettine. Gets it underneath to Miller. Miller with a little shot, and that goes up and good.
Little baby hook by Miller. Now, you watch her help defense. She's doing something really good on defense.
Knoll with the ball, and Bettine denies her, but Knoll gets it up anyway.
The entry pass was too easy.
Lopez over to Miller, to Bradley, out to Miller. Now to Nodolf, underneath to Bettine. Bettine hands it off to Lopez, and Lopez can't get the handle on the ball.
Yeah, she leaves the floor when she gets the ball. That's a no-no. Wow.
All the way down court is Haley Ott, and she'll lay it in for 2.
I'd take a timeout right here, and I'd let my girls know that they have to value the possessions better and get back on defense.
Ripping back to 4-point deficit with 15:11 remaining. Miller with the ball at the top. She'll kick it over into the corner now to Nodolf. Nodolf decides to take the shot, no good, and that's going to be rebounded by the Chargers. They'll bring the ball up court. Thistle with the ball. She'll kick it over into the corner to Schwellenberg. Back out to Thistle in the corner. Three-pointer up off the rim, no good. And Treckenbrod rebounds it, but she loses it out of bounds, and it's going to be Ripon ball.
Before you go for the rebound on the weak side, you got to box out. Make room for yourself. The Ripon rebounder there allowed themselves to get under the rim. They got a break.
So Lopez with the ball, takes it into the right side of the lane, puts up a little jumper and good.
Nice to see Lopez very much under control on that move.
Gives her 6 points in the game, pulls Ripon back to within 2, 28-30 with 14:27 remaining. Thistle with the ball, goes up the left side. She's going to be called for traveling.
Good call. She took that extra little baby step with her left foot to gather herself before she left the floor. Ripon with a chance to tie or take the lead at the 14:23 mark in the second half.
At pregame you were talking about how on paper KML has more rebounds, out-rebounds the other teams.
By 10,
but so far tonight, Ripon has been doing the out-rebounding.
That's great. And KML could not make a three in the first half.
Pass over to Miller. She gets it underneath to Bauman. Bauman puts it up, knocked away, and now pulled down, and we're going to have a jump ball called right under the basket on the floor.
Nice to see Ripon players, a senior and a freshman, Bauman and Nodolf going to the floor. You got to do that. That gets your teammates fired up
Fight
too.
for that ball, absolutely. Inbound to Nodolf.
Good move.
Puts a little jock on and puts it up off the glass, and that's for 2.
One of the best moves I've seen tonight by an offensive player for the Tigers.
Tie the game back at 30, 13:54 remaining. Shot put up or tried to be put up, and Bettine will pull that in and hand it off to Nodolf.
Ripon closed the lane wonderfully.
Bettine puts up a shot, no good, and going to be rebounded by
Stop the ball.
KML, and they're going to quickly bring the ball up. So with the ball is Strom. She'll get it out to Thistle. Thistle wants to drive but can't. Kicks it up back to Strom. She'll put up a three-pointer, no good. Pulled down by Nodolf for the Tigers.
Miller, oh boy, I just didn't see that happening. That's just not a smart play by a senior point guard. If she catches that, she has no advantage. There's a defender between her and the rim anyway. She can't attack. So just bring the ball down and run your offense.
13:23 remaining, 30-30. Ripon tied up here. KML with the ball on the inbounds, and bringing it up court will be Thistle.
Golden opportunity there for the Tigers to take the lead.
We haven't seen Ripon with the lead yet here, and now Thistle drives the lane, and she's going to be fouled.
Thistle plays really smart for a point guard. First of all, she's very explosive, has great feet. Secondly, she's got her head up and she's looking. That lane was open, left lane. The left lane line, I should say, did a great job of attacking and forcing the foul.
First shot's no good. Fortify Bank is growing Wisconsin, one person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifybank.com to see how banking locally is a slam dunk for you and your community. Fortify Bank member FDIC makes the second shot. And that'll make it 31-30, gives
Diamond
a 1 point advantage to KML. Inbound the ball to Miller.
Look out.
And
very fortunate. They got a 1-2-2 press going right now. Ripon has to handle it.
Miller with the ball, hands it off to Bradley.
Smart move by the Kettle Moraine Lutheran coach.
Bradley back to Miller. Now kicks it out to Bauman at the top. She tries to get it underneath to
Bettine. Yeah, that pass has to be made from the wing, not on top. There's no angle.
Haliot with the ball for the Chargers. Puts up a shot and again, and I think that's going to be another shot. Yep, it's going to go against Bettine, making that number 3. So Ripon has 3 players with 3 fouls.
Yep. That was a great move without the ball for Ripon. I think that was Bettine, you said?
Yeah.
But the pass cannot be made from the top. It has to be made from the wing.
First shot's no good. We all need a few good signs. Graphic sign and letter in Ripon creates eye-catching, compelling graphics for your business. Banners for your events, vehicle and boat lettering to capture attention with style and taste. Increasing your visibility since 1985. Graphic sign.
Wow. They press again. Ripon beat it. They got 2-on-1, but not anymore.
Leah Kowalski into the game now. They kick it out to Nodolf.
There you go.
Right underneath the Kowalski, and she'll put it up for 2.
She was an orphan, came along the baseline from the weak side, and someone forgot to pick her up. Great
so
find.
Ripon ties it up again at 32-32.
Wow.
A little underhanded shot put up by little Lexi Kudek. 5'2" of her.
Scoop shot, split the defense. Good finish to reclaim the lead at the 12-20 mark.
34-32. Nodolf with the ball, kicks it over to Bauman, near side. She'll take it in, goal baseline, puts it up off the glass too hard, gets her own rebound, puts it back, no good, and almost gets her
Stop
rebound
the ball.
again.
Turn around, Bradley. Good job.
So Bella Miller comes up with the ball.
Better job by Ripon getting back on defense.
So Bauman with the ball over in the far corner in the forecourt. She'll get it to Miller at the top. Miller over to the other side. Now tries to get it to Kowalski and knocked away by KML.
Not good fundamentals there.
So they bring it down again. It's Kudek, and she puts up a shot in the lane again.
Yep.
Gives her 9 points on the night.
You work so hard to tie, and then defensively you have those lapses, and it's giving them easy twos.
Three-pointer put up by Bradley, no good, and that's going to be pulled down by Kudek.
I think Bradley's scoreless tonight. I don't recall her making a jump shot from the floor.
Bradley is scoreless tonight. So get the ball to Haley Ott in the lane. She puts up a little shot, no good.
Miller working real hard on both ends.
So Nodolf brings the ball up court for the Tigers. Over to the other side to Bradley. Now to Miller. Miller baseline takes a little jumper, no good. Can't get it to fall, and rebounded by the Chargers. Again, Kudek brings it up into the lane, no good. Rebounded by Bradley.
Yeah, that time, third time was not the charm. Here you go.
Bradley brings it up court, gets it to Bauman. Bauman off the front of the rim and right into the hands of Strom.
Don't have a problem with that. That was good transition, and she was square to the rim when she took the shot.
Kick the ball out to Strom at the top of the key, and it's going to go in for 3.
Off the springboard, the 1-meter springboard for the three-pointer. 39-32, 10 minutes remaining in the game.
7-point lead now for the Chargers at 10:06.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Nodolf.
Yeah. There's 2 players with their hands on their hips. That's a sign of fatigue. Sponsor the next Ripon High School basketball game. Give Todd Sharp a call at 920-960-4569 at Hometown Radio.
The Ripon Area School District celebrates its students, staff, parents for rising to the challenges of this school year. We are so proud of all of you and your continued efforts to keep each other safe and working with us to provide as many opportunities for our students as possible during this unprecedented time. Thank you to our Ripon community for your continued support of your school district. Together, Ripon roars. Go Tigers!
At Silver Creek Dentistry and Orthodontics, you can always trust us when it comes to your smile. Full-service dental care with the best technology available for your strong, beautiful, and healthy smile. That is Silver Creek Dentistry and Orthodontics. That's in Ripon.
And drive the roads and the lane with confidence all season long. Get ready for your next road trip adventure with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Coming out of the timeout, your Tigers on the floor will be Lopez, Bradley, Kowalski, Bauman, and Nodolf, as Lopez is going to inbound the ball for the Tigers in the forecourt. 39-32 with 10:05 remaining on the clock. Nodolf takes the inbounds into Kowalski, back out to Nodolf, now to Lopez in the corner.
Don't dribble between the defense.
He tries to throw it out to Bradley, and Bradley loses the ball as it's knocked out of bounds by KML, but it's going to go off Bradley.
That's where Ripon exposes themselves as not strong with the ball. They really don't have strong ball handlers. It's
so
tough.
Ott inbounds the ball to Thistle for the Chargers. Thistle with the ball. She'll fire it over in the near corner now to Truckenbrod. Out to Knoll, back into the corner to Thistle, out to Truckenbrod.
Straight up.
Underneath to Knoll, puts it up, no good, rebounded by Nodolf.
Under control, Lopez.
9:30 remaining, 39-32, Ripon down by 7. Nodolf with the ball for the Tigers, kicks it over to Bauman, now to Bradley. Bradley on the near side. Finally, she gets it in the Kowaluski going to try to go. Stops her dribble and kicks it out to Bauman.
Yeah, a lot of the players don't have a good, strong offhand for Ripon, and it really hurts you.
Lopez with the ball. She'll drive, put up a jumper, and that'll bounce around in for 2.
Wow.
Gives her 8 points tonight. Makes it a 5-point game. 39-34. Ripon down by 5. 8:50 remaining.
Get it done. You got to do it on the defensive end.
So Schwallenberg with the ball at the top. She'll get it over in the corner now on the far side to Thistle. Thistle underneath to Knoll. Back out to Thistle. She thinks about the three-pointer, kicks it out. Now they get it back to Knoll in the far corner. She's cut off, and they out to Thistle, now to Ott. Ott back out to Thistle. She'll think about a long three-pointer and make it.
She's got game, Thistle. Boy, she's got a swagger in her game. That was a deep 3.
That'll put KML up by 8, 42-34. Ball put up by Ripon and no good. And we're going to have a jump ball called, and it's going to be KML ball on the possession arrow. 8:13 remaining, 34 for Ripon, 42 for KML. Ripon down by 8. So KML will inbound the ball in the backcourt, pressure by Ripon. They work the ball down without any problem. Get it to Knoll under the basket. She'll put it up, no good.
Oh, no.
Going to be pulled down by Schwallenberg.
Bradley knocked that away from Bauman.
Thistle tries to drive the baseline, and there's going to be a whistle, and ball hit the end line, so it's going to be Ripon's ball.
Here's a chance. You're down 8.
7:55 remaining. Ripon down by 8. Lopez with the ball. Brings it out to the top. And we're going to have a charging foul called against Lopez. That's going to be number 4 for her tonight.
She's got this habit of
trying to go
dribbling
through
and then,
people.
Well, and jumping in the air. She leaves the ground.
So Kowaluski's going to come out of the game for Ripon.
Hard to figure out.
So
reload, get another stop if you're the
Schwallenberg
Tigers.
with the ball, gets it out to Knoll. Knoll at the right wing, back over in the corner of the Thistle. Back to Knoll. Knoll kicks it out now to the mystery player, 25. Long shot put up by Thistle, no good. Pulled down by Knoll.
Yeah, long
She's
rebound.
got it at the free throw line, puts it up, and that's going to hit the rim, roll around, and back out. Bauman pulls it in.
Yeah.
So Nodolf brings it up court, gets to Lopez on the far side. Again, she's jumping in the air, and this time the foul.
That's what I'm talking about.
Went against KML.
She's got a bad habit, and she got bailed out with a whistle. If you're going to play guard, you got to have both hands strong with the dribble with both hands, and she needs to work on that. I don't think she's a senior. She needs to get
she's a junior.
She needs to get that left hand.
Cassidy Mato just came in for Lopez, and she inbounds the ball to Bauman. Bauman wants to put up a shot. She's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 for the Tigers.
What the difference is here, I'm not going to read an ad. What the difference here is if you watch Bauman on that play, she was challenged on the shot, and she shot through the defense and through the contact. You got other Ripon players, upperclassmen, that when they're challenged defensively on their shot, they back out and they bail out of their shot. And that's why Bauman is shooting free
First
throws.
shot's up and good, makes it a 7-point deficit for the Tigers. Try to cut it to 6 here now.
Drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training and bonus up to $1,500. Apply in person or go lamers.com/careers. Lamers Bus.
Bauman's second shot was good. KML brought the ball down, and now the ball got knocked out of bounds off Ripon. So inbounding the ball for the
zone the basket here
will be Schroeder.
If you're Bradley, watch it. It's wide open underneath.
Schroeder inbounds the Thistle. They kick it out. Now get it out to Schroeder. Back to Strom. Back to Schroeder. Now to Strom again.
Running sort of a flex offense here.
Working the ball around. Strom with the ball. She drives into the lane, kicks the ball back out to Thistle. A long three-pointer, no good. Going to be pulled down by Bauman, but it rolls out of bounds, but they're going to say it went off KML.
Good job by Bauman.
6:32 remaining. Ripon down by 6, 42-36. Let's see if Ripon can take advantage of this now.
Ripon spreading the floor this time, going with a high post with Bettine.
Ball over to Bauman. Now out to the top to Bradley, over to the near side to Motter. Motter into the corner to Nodolf, and she tries to get it to Lopez. Bettine.
Yeah.
Knocked away.
KML was in his zone, by the way.
Thistle brings the ball all the way down, kicks the ball out. They get the ball now to Schroeder. Back over to Thistle. Thistle into the lane. She gets it to Ott, and
beautiful basketball.
Ott puts it up and misses it, but she's fouled.
Thistle, drive, draw, and dish. That's exactly what she did. Beautiful bounce pass right to the hip pocket of her teammate.
Good movement.
Well, and she drew the defense on the double and then found the open teammate. That's what a point guard does.
Shot's good.
Thistle's one of the best point guards I've seen this season.
Webster's Marketplace is proud to be your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987. With an in-store bakery, full production deli, fresh meat department with an in-store smokehouse, we look forward to serving you. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
That free throw was missed.
Bauman with the ball in the forecourt for the Tigers. She gets it to Bradley, now underneath the Lopez, who's back in the game. Little turn, jump, and put it in.
Half hook. Going back to that baseline side with the right hand. Nice finish by the junior Lopez.
10 points for Lopez tonight as they pull to within 5. Shot put up by KML, no good. Pulled down by Bradley for the Tigers.
The team bothered the shot. Good job.
Bradley over to Motter. Motter will drive it into the lane, has it knocked away, and going to be bringing it all the way down is Strom, and
stolen.
Bettine had the ball and it was taken right out of her hands by Schwallenberg.
You get that rebound, it's chin up. You hold the ball high, you don't bring it to your waist, because otherwise guards on the opposing team will do what they just did. She got her pocket picked, and then out of frustration she fouled. That was her fourth.
5:13 remaining, Ripon down by 5, 43-38 as the ball is inbounded. Now they get it underneath the Strom, kick it back out to Schroeder. And
almost
then they try to get it into Ott. Ott gets it into Schwallenberg, puts it up and rebounded by Bauman. Bauman gets it over to Lopez, who brings the ball up court for the Tigers. Kicks it out to Bradley. Bradley with the three-pointer, and that's good!
I'll tell you, it's your first of the night, but at the 5-minute mark, it couldn't have come better. They're down now by 2.
41-43, Ripon down by 2 with 4:43 remaining on the clock. Make that 42, and we're going to have a timeout taken by KML.
Hillside Dental and Associates in Ripon have been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry. That's Hillside Dental.
And Fortify Bank is growing Wisconsin, one person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifybank.com to see how banking locally is a slam dunk for you and your community. Fortify Bank, member FDIC.
We all need a few good signs. Graphic sign and letter in Ripon creates eye-catching, compelling graphics for your business, banners for your events, vehicle and boat lettering to capture attention with style and taste. Increasing your visibility since 1985. That's Graphic Sign of Ripon.
And rebound with a positive message. Start a successful marketing plan on Hometown Radio with a call to Todd Sharp at 920-960-4569.
Hey, the point guard for the Ripon boys, Spencer Schultz. I had no idea that's Bill Schultz's son. Bill Schultz played at Ripon College, one of the finest wide receivers. He actually has conference records, not just school records. I think he's up there in the top 5 probably for most touchdowns in a career, into the 40s.
Coming out of the timeout, we got 4:42 left on the clock. Ripon down by 2, 43-41. Thistle with the ball. Shoots it over to Schwallenberg on the far side. Now kicks it out to Ott. Ott will drive it in the lane, kick it out to Truckenbrod. Now into the corner to Knoll. Original 5 starters on the floor for the Chargers.
Yeah, look at him move that ball.
Good ball movement again. Thistle with the ball over in the corner to Knoll, underneath to Ott. And
good
Ott
defense.
Brings it back out into the corner, kicks it out to Schwallenberg. Back to Ott. She'll take it out to the top of the key, drive the right side of the line, put up an underhanded, and no good, and then pulled down by Ott.
Yeah, if you're able to get two hands on that ball, you're going to get called. You get the change of possession jump ball. But if it's just one, that's normally when you'll get called for the foul. That's what happened there.
Ripon playing a much, much better game than we saw them play a month ago when they lost by 22 down at Jackson at KML. So at the line is Ott. First shot's up and good. Earns herself a second one. That foul was against Bettine, and that was number 5 for her. So Bettine on the bench for the remainder of the game.
Nice boards by Kowalewski. Rebound, I mean. Nice job.
So second shot was good, and that will, second shot was not good.
Nope.
Lopez with the ball,
that's
gets it over to Motter.
Yeah.
Now to Bradley. Bradley puts it up for 2.
Maybe she's feeling a little hot after dropping that 3 at the 3:39 mark. Ripon down by a point. They got a chance here. Play the defense here. Make them make a good shot.
Thistle with the ball. She gets it to Schwallenberg on the far side. Now over to Thistle.
Yeah, boy, she knows how to control this. They're going to pull it out.
Right. They're going to be deliberate in what they're doing here. Ott with the ball now. Gets it back to Schwallenberg over in the corner or far side to Thistle. Thistle to Truckenbrod. Back out to Thistle. She wants to drive the left side of the lane. Turns around, goes the other way, and then knocked out of bounds.
That should be Ripon ball.
It's going to be KML ball.
I thought that was off of Thistle amongst 3 white jerseys, but no, not to be.
I thought the same thing, but we were overridden by the official.
Yep. Ripon doing a good job on defense. Kowalewski doing a good job covering up the post.
Inbound the ball to Truckenbrod. She's
nice
guarded
block by Bauman.
And Bauman knocks it away as she tries to put it, but it's going to be Kowalewski.
Beautiful.
KML ball.
Yeah, and I think the shooter for KML has Spalding now imprinted on her forehead after that rejection by Bauman.
2:49 remaining. Ripon down by 1. As Ott with the ball at the top of the key. Fires it over to Thistle. Thistle with the 3-pointer, no good.
No.
Rebounded by Noel. Noel wants to put it up. She's going to be fouled by Kowalewski.
Yep. And Ripon, Ripon got shoved. 2 white jerseys are shoved underneath the rim on that 3-ball shot from the side pocket by KML. You cannot allow yourself, before you go for the rebound, you must take your backside and push out on the opposite colored jersey. And then go for the ball. Makes the first one, 2:38 remaining. Makes the second one. It is now 46-43. Ripon trailing by 3, but they have the ball with an opportunity to tie or pull within 1.
Nodolf takes the inbounds, gets to Bradley, back to Nodolf. Now over to the far corner to Lopez. Lopez puts up a little shot underneath, no good. Rebounded by Kowalewski. She can't get it to go. Ends up in the hands of Lopez, and a foul is going to put Lopez at the line.
Ripon doing a great job. The 2 freshmen in particular, Bauman and Kowalewski, keeping the errant shot by Lopez alive long enough for Lopez to actually come up with the ball and then get fouled. She's going to shoot 2.
First one's no good.
At Silver Creek Dentistry and Orthodontics, you can always trust us when it comes to your smile. Full service dental care with the best technology available for your strong, beautiful, and healthy smile.
Second shot's good for Lopez.
Silver Creek Dentistry and Orthodontics.
So Thistle brings the ball up court for the Chargers.
Timeout.
And we got a timeout. 46-44, Ripon down by 2 at the 2:15 mark of the second half. Drive the roads and the lane with confidence all season long. Get ready for your next road trip adventure with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon.
Webster's Express is a convenient way to get the grocery items you need without leaving your car or even your house. Order online at webstersmarketplace.com for contactless pickup or full service delivery. That's webstersmarketplace.com. Webster's in Ripon.
Drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and bonus up to $1,500. Apply in person or at golamers.com/ careers.
Put on your seatbelt. Let's see who's got the steering wheel. That would be Thistle for KML.
Thistle, long three-point shot, no good off the rim, rebounded by Ott.
Oh, my
Ott
goodness.
kicks it out to Truckenbrod. Now over to Thistle. She'll take it to the top of the key, drive the left side of the line, put it up.
Blocked by Kowaleski.
Kowaleski has the ball, gets it to Lopez.
Slow it up, Lopez. There you go.
Lopez slows things down, gives it to Nodolf. She'll put up a three, and that's good!
That's huge. And guess who's got their first lead of the game at the 147 mark? Ripon, 47-46. Timeout, Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Wow.
143, Ripon up by 1, 47-46.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry. That's Hillside Dental in Ripon.
Fortify Bank is growing Wisconsin. One person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit FortifyBank.com to see how banking locally is a slam dunk for you and our community.
We all need a few good signs. Graphic sign and letter. Ripon creates eye-catching, compelling graphics for your business, banners for your events, vehicle and boat lettering to capture attention with style and taste. That's increasing your visibility since 1985. Graphic sign of Ripon. And I'll tell you, we got $1.43, a minute 43. I'm a capitalist.
Whatever.
I'm a capitalist. What can I tell you? Ripon's up after that Nodolf three-pointer stop and pop to go up 47-46. At the other end, finally, Kowaleski with not only a block shot, but she recovered her own block for the rebound off the block. And then Ripon did a great job. Lopez under control this time. Saw her teammate, the senior team captain, Nodolf, on her left on the wing. Hit her for the stop and pop deep three to take the 1-point lead. Can Ripon play smart, good, aggressive defense? Let's find out.
Thistle inbounds the ball to Schwellenberg, back to Thistle, guarded by Lopez. She'll put up a shot off the rim, pulled down by Bauman, knocked out of her hand, and now it's going to go into the backcourt.
That should be Ripon ball.
They called it over and back off KML, so It will be Ripon ball.
Wow, and credit Bauman fighting for that. She had the rebound, then had it stolen, and there was a dogfight, 30-second timeout.
She hustled, absolutely.
Ripon. So where does that leave us? The Ripon Area School District celebrates its students, staff, and parents for rising to the challenges of the school year. We are so proud of all of you and your continued efforts to keep each other safe, working with us to provide as many opportunities for our students as possible during this unprecedented time. Thank you to our Ripon community for your continued support of your school district. Together, Ripon roars, go Tigers.
Sponsor the next Ripon High School basketball game. Give Todd Sharp a call at 920-960-4569 at Hometown Radio. And we may have gotten an extra plug in there for Todd, but that's all right. He works hard.
And it's a short ad, more importantly.
So, Ripon inbounds the ball. Lopez to inbound the ball for the Tigers. She gets it into Bradley.
Strong with the ball, brought it down to the waist.
Double team knocked away, and it's going to be a whistle and a foul called.
Here's the deal. You catch the ball, and these are so fundamental things.
And they're calling the foul on Lopez. That's number 5.
You catch the ball. You pivot under pressure. You keep the ball chest up to the chin. The ball was brought back down to the waist, and these are fundamental things. And it hurts you in situations like this. Now with a chance to tie and take the lead, I'm sure they're in bonus.
And I can't see who's at the line.
Looks like Thistle, just looking at her.
I would agree.
She's always around the ball.
And the first shot of the 1-and-1 is good.
Yep. What a player.
Ties the game up at 47.
She's definitely the one that runs this program.
Second shot's good, puts them up by 1, 48-47 with 1:22 remaining.
There's that 1-2-2 pressure. Smart move by the opposing coach.
Nodolf over to Bradley.
Ripon doing a good job of taking their time. Now they're going to trap it once you get over the timeline. They're going to call the reach.
And we're going to have a foul
team.
call. So Bradley should go to the line. Nope, there's not enough fouls yet.
No, that's only the 15.
Yep, it is.
They got one more to give before bonus.
So Bradley will inbound the ball for the Tigers. Gets it into the corner to Miller.
Wow.
She almost loses it, pulls it in. They'll trap her in the corner, and coach will call a timeout.
Had to bail her out. you don't want to pass the ball down there anyway. If she handles that ball cleanly, she's pinned against that sideline in the corner with a trap against her. So you want to keep the ball on top for ball reversal to the other side. Keep it out of the corners. You have to appreciate what Kettle Moraine Lutheran's doing now. They're going to squeeze the Ripon half-court offense. They know they're not strong with the ball and try to force turnovers, or better yet, try to get the theft.
So coming out of the Ripon timeout, 1:09 remaining on the clock. Ripon down by 1, 48-47. Ripon will have the ball inbounding it. Bradley will be doing the inbounding in front of the Ripon bench.
Exciting battle by the Tigers to make this a game and with the opportunity to steal one. You have to fake a pass to make a pass.
Bradley loses it on the inbounds.
Yep, telegraphed it.
Thistle with the ball for the Chargers. 57 seconds remaining. 48-47, Ripon down by 1. Truckenbrod with the ball. They're going to try to get Ripon to come out and foul.
Well, good luck. Good luck trying to stay with Thistle. That's the problem.
We're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be a foul against Nodal for the Tigers.
And she just made both her last two free throws
Thistle
soundly.
was not the one you want to foul.
Let's assume you had no choice. So you had to stop the clock. So let's assume she'll make both. So you'll still be within a possession with the ball if you're Ripon. And she misses. That's huge now. Ripon can tie with a 2 or take the lead with a 3 with just under 46 seconds remaining in the game. 48-47, Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Misses both.
The second shot, so Ripon needs a 2-pointer to win this game.
No.
And we got a whistle and a timeout taken by Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
Ripon got out hustled. That's how you play hard. Boy, they go to the floor. I think that was Thistle, the one that missed the free throws, got to the floor and got the rebound. My goodness.
42.3 seconds remaining here in this game. Ripon trailing by 1, 48-47. KML will be inbounding the ball in their own forecourt.
Yeah, that was the golden opportunity. If you were going to tell me Thistle's going to step up to the line and miss both.
Yeah, I wouldn't have believed it.
No, I don't think she does either, to be honest with you. But her hustle and the hustle by the visitors. Remember, this is a team that's in second place soundly all by themselves with only 3 conference losses on the year. Here's Ripon with only 2 conference wins on the year, and they have a chance if they believe in themselves. And confidence is so tenuous with this ball club.
Well, Ripon, I talked to probably a good half dozen or more of the girls at lunch today, and
what were they serving, Bruce?
What were they serving? I didn't even pay any attention. I was busy talking.
What'd the girls say when you talked to them?
Hey, they seem to be upbeat. They seem to want to win this game.
Yeah. Okay, they're going to call. Boy, she didn't even touch her. That's funny. Maybe that's not the worst in the world either. Thistle's going to go back.
Nodal.
It was a phantom foul, but I'll tell you what, you got 38.5 seconds left. That's
Thistle at the line again, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to miss again, is she?
Nope.
No, I didn't think so.
That one went in.
The good news is she makes this. Once again, we're back in that scenario of only being down by 3 with well over a half minute left in the game, and Ripon with a chance to tie.
However, the second's no good.
Yeah, she made one of her last 4.
Kowalewski with the rebound. Bradley brings it up, gets to Bauman in the corner. 28 seconds remaining. Now to Kowalewski. Kowalewski almost does lose it, and we got the ball batted around. We're going to have a whistle and a foul, but who are we going to call it on?
Ripon's going to learn. I tell you, they need to watch this game. They need to watch themselves, and they need to watch how being strong with the ball is the difference of this game.
Foul is called against Nodolf. That's going to be number 3 for her. Not that it really makes any difference at this point, but going to the line is Schwallenberg.
Ripon girls playing with a lot of heart, no doubt about that. I don't question that. They just fundamentally need to be so much stronger with the ball. Their offhand dribbling and that sort of thing.
Schwallenberg makes it a 4-point lead, 51-47.
It's a young team.
22 seconds remaining. Nodolf brings the ball up court. She fires it, tries to get it to Bauman, going to be knocked out of bounds off KML. 17.5 seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah, timeout, Jesse Nodolf. Coach Nodolf takes the timeout for the Tigers. You're looking at under 18 seconds remaining. It's a 4-point game, though. So whether you shoot a 3 or a 2, doesn't much matter. You just want to get a quick look and let the ball go. And you probably have to sell out in terms of an offensive rebound. You can't just let one or two white jerseys be on there. I think you have to sell out, go for crash the offensive boards. Everybody crash the boards.
Well, the Ripon girls can't be terribly upset with the way they played tonight to stay within 4 points of KML tonight.
No, that's not how you look at this. See, it's the mindset, Bruce. You're thinking, well, we gave them a good effort. It's a moral victory. You have to look at this as, hey, you know what? We had a chance to beat one of the top teams in the conference, and because of this and this, we let it get away from us. Use that as a stepping stone.
And I'll give you that. That's true.
Yeah.
So Kowaleski going to do the inbounding for Ripon at the baseline. So
but that's my opinion, and I know what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I know what you're saying.
On the floor for Ripon is Kowaleski, Nodolf, Miller, Bauman, and Bradley.
Let's see what the inbounds play is, because they really want to get a catch no more than a dribble and get the ball up in the air.
They get the inbound to Bauman. Bauman kicks it out to Nodolf. She'll step back, put up a two-pointer, no good.
It was a
Rebounded
good shot.
by Truckenbrod.
It was a good shot.
So KML, 8 seconds remaining.
That'll do it.
And we got a whistle and a foul on Nodolf.
Wow.
5.8 seconds remaining. Ripon down by 4. 51-47. Going to the line is L. Truckenbrod for the Chargers. First shot's up, and that's no good.
Yeah, you want to get this culture back in the Ripon girls program, the one of where they expect to win, and that's going to be a while for that to happen.
Second shot's good.
But I think when I look at the sophomores and I look at the freshmen,
Bauman puts up a long shot, no good, and that's going to end the game.
Yeah, they had an opportunity. You know, when the interview is done with a local paper, you know that's what Coach Nodolf is going to talk about, how many opportunities Ripon had to upset the apple cart with the visiting Chargers from Jackson, Wisconsin.
And Ripon goes down. So here at the end of the game, the score is Ripon 47, KML 52. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the wrap-up of the scoring updates and a little bit more analysis from Mr. Ernzer. You're tuned in to Ripon Channel and 93.1 and 1600 WRPN, your hometown station. Welcome back to the Tigers Den. I'm Bruce Link alongside Mr. Martin Ernzer for the Ripon Tiger Sports Network on the Ripon Channel and 93.1 and 1600 WRPN, your hometown station. Post-game report of tonight's Ripon High School girls basketball game against Kettle Moraine Lutheran, where the final score is Kettle Moraine Lutheran 52, Ripon 47. Looking at the scoring for Kettle Moraine Lutheran, leading off scorers is Haley. I've been saying that all night. Haley Ott with 12 points, 10 points by Emma Thistle, 9 points by Lexi Kudik coming off the bench, 7 points by Avery Knoll, 6 points by Alexa Schwallenberger, 3 points by Emma Strom. And for your hometown Ripon Tigers, 11 points tonight for Selena Lopez, 10 points for Mackenzie Nodolf, 9 points for Carson Bauman, 6 points for Lucy Bettine, 5 points for Allie Bradley, 4 points for Bella Miller, and 2 points by Malia Kowaleski. In the turnovers, Kettle Moraine Lutheran had 13, Ripon had 13, and rebounds, it was Ripon with 19, Kettle Moraine Lutheran with 15, and just a reminder that those are all unofficial numbers, by the way. So I invite you to join the Ripon Channel on 93.1 and 1600, your hometown station, tomorrow night, as we will bring you another Ripon boys basketball game as the Tigers host the Plymouth Panthers here at the Tigers Den. You can catch all the play-by-play action right here on the Tiger Sports Network on the Ripon Channel on 93.1 and 1600 WRPN, your hometown station. Tip-off time is scheduled for about 7:15. And be sure to listen to Tiger Beat on 93.1 FM and 1600 WRPN every Thursday morning at about 8:20 a.m. for updates of what is taking place in Ripon High School sports, sponsored by Accurate Controls in Ripon. Marty, you got any thank yous you wanted to give?
I got a lot to talk about. You got an hour and a half? Where are you guys going? Where's our camera guys going? Okay, they got a bag lunch, no problem. Hey, first of all, I really get into these games, and I sit back here and I'm going like, oh, geez, maybe I'm being a little rough on the Ripon Tiger girls. Let me tell you, when I see just some of the little things that really aren't little things, but if they can get some of these fundamental things worked out, this is a team that can easily have 4 to 6 more wins this year. And like I said earlier, when I look at the freshmen and sophomores and the juniors coming back next year, there's no reason this team can't be a 500 ball club a year from now. Furthermore, I wanted to talk about the other games coming up. I'll be back here doing the boys' game, I won't be. The Hanson brothers are back here tomorrow night. Big game with Plymouth. And we'll be carrying that game. And then I'll be back Thursday night. The girls will wrap up their final regular season contest. They'll be entertaining Campbellsport. Interestingly enough, the Cougars of Campbellsport, that was the first win Ripon got in their fifth game of the year that started winning 5 of their next 7 before they went back into their shell with that 7-game losing streak. And then on Friday night, I'll be back in action. That'll be with Howard Hanson doing the boys' game when they'll entertain, I believe.
That's Campbellsport as well.
Campbellsport, yeah. Okay, it'll be Stereo Campbellsport. I want to thank Mr. Jason Mansmith, the guy that works the board. We never get to see him. I don't even talk to him. I think he prefers it that way. But that's Biggie, a.k.a. Mr. Smalls, the Bigster. The guys behind the lenses that do a great job, the halftime interview, and set everything up and make sure that we don't mess up as much as we otherwise would, Bruce. That's Chris Jones and Cole Gregney. They do wonderful work. And then, of course, executive producer Riley Eisnagel. And this is my last game with you, so have a good time. And go Tigers for those boys tomorrow night, and a huge opportunity with Plymouth.
Okay. Once again, final score tonight from the Tigers Den. KML 52, Ripon 47. The Ripon Tiger Sports Network thanks you for joining the broadcast of Ripon Tiger Sports on the Ripon Channel and 93.1 and 1600 WRPN, your hometown station. Thank you for joining tonight's presentation of Ripon Tiger Sports, brought to you by Schmidt Lumber, Buy Where the Builders Buy, Ace Hardware in Ripon and Watoma, Silver Creek Dentistry and Orthodontics, Fortify Bank, Webster's Marketplace, Graphic Sign and Letter, Alliance Laundry Systems, Cliff's Tire and Battery, Lamers Bus Lines, Hillside Dental and Associates, Ripon Area School District, the Ripon Channel, and Hometown Broadcasting, your hometown station. From the Tiger's Den, for Mr. Martin Ernzer, I'm Bruce Lang saying good night, everybody, and be safe. Have a great night, and stay Tiger proud.